Alright guys, in this video I'm going to give you a tour of my art studio setup. This is a completely new one from the last one I've done, and we'll get right to it. Hit that subscribe button right there. Thank you for checking out this video, liking this video. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. It's right there. Thanks guys. Let's check it out. Okay, so this is what it looks like from a distance. Kind of sharing my parents' garage, my dad's office setup. He used to have a train set up here, which he removed. But first and foremost, let's talk about the paint. Okay, so I got myself a nice 5-tier wire shelf here. It goes for about $99. Walmart, Home Depot, any Lowe's, anything like that. And I got myself a light fixture up here. I just happen to have these. I'm using it because it gives me a good amount of light. Just let me see what colors I'm picking from. And the way I've divided these paints are mainly by color. So I got all my browns and dark colors, browns, beiges, stuff like that, whites. And I got all my blues, all the different shades of blue, mixing them. I got mixed Krylon, the Rust-Oleum together, and I keep my Valspar separate. I'll show you that in a second. Here I got all my yellows and oranges, and I'm using these Coca-Cola trays. They seem to work the best. They're pretty abundant almost everywhere. And then I got my purple and green. I combined purple and green because I didn't want to do purple and blue, because the purples mix in with the blues and you don't really get to tell what you're pulling, and then they kind of get lost in there. Whereas the purple and green, they're very separate from each other. You know you're picking up a green and you know you're picking up a purple. You know, that's it. Okay. Then I got like my neons. I got my special cans. Let's say like my Montana Golds. Is that what they call it? Montana? Yeah, Montana Golds. Just the fluorescence, like anything that's like a special can. I'm gonna have one alien. This is old, but yeah, I mean, I haven't really bought too many new fancy cans. These are mostly for graffiti. I don't use these too much for spray paint because it's so damn expensive, although that the color palette is nice. Every once in a while I'll pick up one of these cans, and I should use them a lot more often. I just have so much other paint, I just never end up grabbing. Anyway, alright, moving along. I got my reds and my pinks. Yeah, this is just all reds and pinks here. Pretty self-explanatory. Really digging the new Krylon with the Rusto caps. Feeling it. Then I got my old Valspars. What I mean by old is these caps, as opposed to these caps. And these caps I don't like. I've gone through so many that have broke on me. I'll show you in a second my tray of duds, or the ones that have broke on me. I got a full tray of cans that broke. Then I got my new Valspar, the new line of Valspar. A couple old ones mixed in. And I really like this stuff. I haven't been using it too often because I got so much. But yeah. Alright, I turn around. I got my paper, newspaper, my magazines, bags, boom. And I got my brushes. All my brushes here. This is my shitty brushes. These are big, good brushes. Fine little brushes. Foam brushes, more foam brushes. I got some of these stencil things. I don't know what they're called. Got them at the art store. Then I got some fancy caps. Caps. I barely use these, but they were like 50 cents each or 75 cents each at the art store. I told them just give me 2 of each one day when I had money. And I don't really use them too much. Some socks, caps, gloves. Then I got acrylic paints, little ones mixed into the big ones. Then I got some Valspar and Rust-Oleum house paints. Usually find these at Home Depot for like $3, $3.50. This is what I use to shake my brush off. Brushes off. It's just like a binder in a box, and I take my brush, put it in here. The binders scrape the thing off. Done and done. Alright, garbage pail here. And then these are all my extras, extra paints. Let's get this up. Backups. These are all backups except for these, which are all duds. These are all have gone to shit on me. You notice a lot of them are the Valspar caps. So, Valspar's, from what I understand, doing away with these style caps, and they're going all to the new white caps. That's why they got their new line of paint. Alright, so coming onto the desk here, I got my table. Okay, I've got on some sawhorses. I got my wood with the Lazy Susan, so this can spin kind of freely. You know, spins a little easy, not the best, but it's whatever. And then I got my basic paints, your whites, your blacks, cheap, you know, cheap reds, cheap green, the basic stuff. Keep my good white, my good blacks here as well. I'll keep these things, what they call again, the palette knives. I got my fancy schmancy ones mixed, separated from the, I'm supposed to be separated. I think I got it mixed up anyway. Separated from the regular normal ones. Alright, and the way I got this also set up is just some wood. Got some wood here. It's about what, ½ inch, quarter-inch piece of wood. You got some old styrofoam my father had. Got my ventilation here. Just got a fan hooked up here. And then I got light there. I got light there. I got a light here. Boom. And I turn it on from 2 surge protectors. And that's it. I got some plastic up on the wall, plastic down on the floor. See, it gets quite messy, but I've been doing some drip painting and stuff like that. And that's it. Oh yeah, got these things on my tools here. Just basically hanging on. Some nails poked into the styrofoam. This is what I use to practice my, you know, just clear the tube. And yeah, that's it. So, thanks for checking out this video. Hit that subscribe button right here. Like, share this video. Help me get to 1,000 subscribers. Love you guys. Peace. I also got all my, you know, circular things here in a bucket. A couple of these things, forgot to show that. Let me get my surge protector here. Also my fiber. Need to cut anything, got a little paper cutter. That's it, guys.